Hi. Hello. Another day, another stream. So yeah, hi. Been a couple of days. When did I exactly stream last time? I actually don't remember. Earlier this week. 5 days ago. So it was Tuesday, yeah. And nothing ever since. Oh well. Yeah, being kinda just a bit unsocial of late and just minding my own business, farming some monsters to do's. Playing it online mainly. A lot of Brazilians play Monster Hunter DOS online. Kind of a curious thing. Sometimes you just hit upon a game that is, for whatever reason, really popular with Central and Southern American communities. Could be some content creator who made a guide or made some content on it and attracted a player base. That's, I mean, one way that could happen, obviously. It could be nostalgia, also. Especially considering that Brazil and Japan have a fairly interesting relationship. Going back like over 100 years. Yeah. Then again, I also play fairly late, so practically no one else but me and a whole lot of Brazilians or Portuguese speakers in general. Like, and yeah, it's Portuguese, not Spanish. So I would expect that pretty much all of them are Brazilian. Then again, I don't really know the difference between the languages anyway, so I'm not exactly I wouldn't fucking know anyway. Yeah, I've been playing online. It has been a good experience. Thoroughly enjoyed my time. Well, sometimes more than other times, admittedly. There is some ridiculous bullshit still. Like Kezu. Kezu is fucking absurd. Like, in general, one of the criticisms of Monster Hunter DOS has been that it's overtuned. But yeah, 48 hours, 48 and a half hours. Also, as some might recognize that I've got some parts of Rathian armor. I wish I had the whole set because I could get earplugs. It makes life a lot more tolerable. Also, yeah, I've kind of started using Sword and Shield. Something that I've been kind of underestimating for years. Been really sleeping on it because for how simple it is really effective. like death prize, it's fairly easy to actually get. It's the end of its upgrade line. It's a great paralysis sword. You constantly keep proccing the paralysis, it's great. Then I've been trying to make a poison dagger, or poison sword and shield, for hunting bugs. Currently I have no fucking skills whatsoever, because I'm kinda between things. I also did use the bow for a bit. It was fun, but it's not at all effective. I tried dual blades as well. Apparently it's like one of the most effective endgame weapon types. Because it's so effective at dealing elemental damage, and elemental damage actually becomes much more important in the endgame than raw damage, due to increasing amounts of armor in the late game bosses and all that. And I'm just stockpiling a bunch of shit. I'm starting to run out of room, slowly but surely. Right, anyway, what do we have today? Because I need Plesioth, and I think Plesioth only comes around in the cold season. I think. Don't quote me on that. Let's see. Mixed beans and a hardtack. That's just plus 30 health. It's pretty good. Yeah. Really would need more mega potions, but I would have to go and get more honey. Let's see, desert I would need. I think it's the first 3-star thing. Yeah, I think desert is the only place I can fight it. It's kinda looking like it. But yeah, I have to wait until the winter to get to green Plesioth. Actually, yeah, I should be able to catch it now. Yeah, it should be in the desert currently, even. I should be good on everything. Yeah, whetstones too. This guy just wants one more pleasing thing. Ah, oh, damn it. Didn't mean this, but fuck it. Get fucked, nerd. I got some hoppy. What do you want? Ah, snake salmon. But not a salmon snake. Yeah, please hit scale 1. Well, there it is. Plesioth. Oh boy. Not my favorite. By any means. Definitely should have brought some sonic bombs. But hindsight and all that. It couldn't be here, could it? No, no way. This place is flooded in... Then again, that would make sense that it would be there then, wouldn't it? Would be a very unfortunate arena though. So the most likely place would be this oasis, I think. Or not. I have to really think, where the hell is there enough water to actually have a Plesioth? North, maybe? Actually, fuck it. This is where we have these. Yeah, it's in the north. Just wanted to double check. Is there water in there? I mean, I guess there is. Yeah. I missed. Oh, I missed my only paintball. Oh, you fucking... Ow. He immediately just had to come back anyway. Okay. You know, I actually watched a video recently that got me really molding. The guy's whole thesis was that Monster Hunter DOS was the final real Monster Hunter game. And he came up with the most deluded shit to defend his thesis. Essentially kind of sums up with nowadays it's too easy and you don't spend half your time just gathering herbs and making potions in preparation. Also, they really had a hate boner for Monster Hunter World. I don't understand why. It could be that they were trying to play Monster Hunter World on a fucking Mac. And all of their footage of Monster Hunter World was like 16 FPS at most. Average was more like 10. First off, it was terrible to watch, and his arguments were really, well, they didn't hold any water really in the end. The longer the video went on, because it was a 3-hour-long video, his thesis was weaker. Every single argument that he made, it was weakened by every single argument he made. For whatever reason, he was really praising the way ecology is presented in this. And, well, Monster Hunter 1 as well. But it really isn't though, isn't it? Like, all you have for ecology is like random jumps every now and then. And like random idle animations. A little bit of moving around maybe. But in World, it's like actual, you know, the monsters actually do stuff. They have territorial conflicts, turf wars, and you can see some animals like taking care of their young, for instance. None of which happens in 2. And his argument was that 2 had a bit... not 2. World had a lacking feeling for monsters being animals and whatnot, but... which is ridiculous because that's the whole fucking point of World. It specifically tries to show monsters as animals. And the whole argument is fucking weird. He really had a dislike for World, and I don't understand why. And he proposed that the whole video was supposed to be objective, quote-unquote, or as objective as he can. Get it? Well, not very. Because he was very clearly showing his antagonism towards World with, when he was doing comparisons between 2 and World, you could often hear him using a certain type of wording. Like all the bosses after 2, he was referring to them as DPS boss fights. He said DPS boss fights so many times during the 3-hour video that you would have probably been dead from alcohol poisoning in the first hour. At the latest. Where the hell is he? Oh, he went right back where he started, okay. I got bamboozled. Yeah, the guy, he tried to make a point of showing how it's so much easier to get a weapon for cheaper, or the same number of upgrades for cheaper in World than in DOS. But it was stupid. It was a stupid comparison, and I actually did the math to see a more proper equivalence, and he would have had to upgrade the World version of the weapon 2 more times to even reach any sort of comparison, because he was doing it by the number of upgrades, and well, as basically everyone knows, they made more upgrades, upgrade levels for later games to even out the pace. Because, well, in 2 you can be stuck with the same weapon for tens of hours and nothing really changes. But instead, you can be stuck with a single weapon for a couple of hours and you get the progress much faster in World. His argument was that you get the upgrades for 64,000 in 2, and you get the five upgrades in World for like 6,000 ZNA, which is like, haha, I got you now. Look how worthless they made money. But yeah, when I adjusted the weapons with damage and whatnot, like more comparable, the comparison was that, sure, it costs 64,000 still in DOS, but in World, the more applicable weapon would cost 32,000 to actually make. He was arguing in really bad faith, and I showed it with math. And when I did start doing math, you have really pissed me off. Get out of the water, please. Ow. Also, the worst sin. He was defending bad hitboxes. He made a whole separate video on defending Plesioth's shitty hitbox. Yeah, well, it's unfair when it's being fought by 4 hunters. It was so silly. Oh, fuck off. Get out of the water, you prick. But yeah, I ended up writing a 1,050-word essay. Not really formed as an essay, but well, it was essay length. Calling him out. Because I actually do like DOS and 1. But I'm not gonna fucking pretend that the problems don't exist. And I'm not gonna pretend that the problems are actually a good thing. I really should have brought some sonic bombs. Good god. So you're just gonna chill there? Yeah, he would probably go into the cave if it was night. So yeah, this is the only place he can actually be in. sucks to suck. Yeah, like, a lot of the comments were pretty much just calling his shit out. Because his argument made no sense, even for people who had actually played the game back in the day. Like, his whole argument is that there's too much focus on killing monsters in a game called Monster Hunter. Everything's a DPS boss fight, blah blah blah. Which makes no sense because literally in all of the games you are limited by time. So of course you have to focus on getting it done in a certain amount of time. It makes all the games so-called DPS boss fights, which makes no fucking sense then. But yeah, I watched 3 hours of that shit and I was already done. Well, after 20 minutes. I wrote 500 words after the first 20 minutes. Because of one single statement. There is no grind in Monster Hunter 1 and 2. Which is laughably fucking wrong. There's no hunter rank grinding in Monster Hunter 1 and 2. Wrong. I guess he never played online. Which would make sense. Because, yeah, there is mass hunter rank farming. Also, there are arenas, which was one of the things that he was claiming that was invented for World, which is blatantly fucking wrong. His beloved Monster Hunter DOS was the first game to start it, I think. So the one thing that he thinks of a negative in Monster Hunter World is already in Monster Hunter 2. So either he's incredibly ignorant, which is probably one thing. He could also be very malicious. He's very much not arguing in good faith. Hey buddy. Miss me? Feel free to step on land so that we can have a chat. Also, he thinks that in 2 you really have to sell materials to make money, which is it's fucking absurd. Because 1, you have 3, and I think you actually can get a 4th storage tab in DOS. in one. You only ever had one if you played, you know, the Japanese version. And besides, in Monster Hunter 1, you really had to actually sell stuff to make money, and you just had to grind a lot of things early on because it was struggling for money. In this, I don't feel like I've struggled for money at any point. Quest rewards are a lot higher, and well, since they added the monster bounty thing, that's a huge amount of extra cash. In some cases, like, it doubles the quest reward. But he thinks that it's really difficult to make money in this. Which is just fucking silly. But yeah, the main thing is, I'm not looking at... thanks for follow. But yeah, the main thing is that I'm not looking at the games from a rose-tinted glasses perspective, because, you know, I'm experiencing them as a new player, and I come into the game knowing that it's going to be jank. I know that it's going to have problems, and it's not going to be as refined as later games. I accept that, and I actually embrace that. It's fine. But it also lets me have a different kind of perspective. I'm not blinded by nostalgia. I see the good and the bad much more clearly, I think. There you go. Stay on more on the land, thanks. But yeah, ultimately, it's apparently posted often, relatively often, to Monster Hunter DOS communities. Some agree, others think that his argument is okay, but the more he talked, the worse he made it look. Generally, people kind of agree that some say it's kind of 50-50 based on what I'm saying. Some think it's great, and others think that the video is fucking terrible, don't watch it. And honestly, I would be leaning towards that. It's 3 hours of contradictions, rambling, and just nonsense. And funnily enough, he's the part 8 of the video, where he talks about his own thoughts which is kind of hilarious considering that at that point he had already talked for like 2 hours, which was poorly disguised gripes and just something that had never seen an objective perspective. It was just not very good. Not worth the 3 hours. Well, most videos aren't worth watching for 3 hours. I wasn't watching, I was listening, thankfully. And I was unreasonably mad just listening to it. But I just don't like when people are being disingenuous. Yes, I kind of understand what he kind of goes for with his thesis. 1 and 2 definitely have a very different feel from later games because, you know, you have to do so much more preparation. But then I would argue that, well, I started with Portable Third, and I feel like I'm doing exactly the same things as I was doing in Portable Third. Doing a lot of different kinds of material gathering and all that. But in Portable Third, you had the farm and the mine. Like, the further you went in the game, the more the game kinda lessened the most mundane grinds. Like, I mean, of course, in the early game, I expect that I am expected to do all of that, and the automation comes later on. That is the thing I'm expecting. I'm expecting to progress in my material gathering and the necessity for it, as well as, you know, in gear. Yeah, he seemed to be fairly against farms and like semi-passive materials. And he thinks that the farms were ruined by the later games because, you know, you don't need to actively do much. Because it's in World, it's just a menu where you select it from. Thank fuck for that, actually. It makes it so much more tolerable to actually engage with the thing when it doesn't take literal minutes out of my life to just gather all the farm stuff. It's just an unnecessary waste of time that was taken out. Also, he was complaining about you don't need to think about your storage space because it's practically endless and blah blah blah. I could say the same about DOS compared to 1. Just so many little things. I think I'm done mouthing about that. Again. Ow. I really should have brought those fucking sonic bombs. Also some meat. Also, anyone who honestly thinks that this is a fun fight, I don't think their opinion should be accounted for. Because over half the fucking fight is just waiting for anything to happen. Obviously it expects you to bring more sonic bombs and whatnot, but... Oh my fucking god. Twice in a row. And then you wasted my whole fucking opportunity, piece of shit. Oh, you're HR4. I might have to abandon this soon if this fucker doesn't start getting under the water. Like, god damn. The Congalala is... there is no easy one. Well, if I had brought a frog, maybe. But you would need specifically a frog to dig him, fish him out. Alternative is a golden fish. That's gonna take at least 20 minutes. Because I'm bad at fishing. Well, monster hunter fishing anyway. You absolute bitch. You can't be fucking serious. Screen tearing issues. Actually, no. I have had very little issues with DOS. Well, graphically speaking, anyway. I'm gonna fight until I faint. Then I'm gonna just run in again. Because I have more stamina then. Yeah, I don't know. I've been running the game on just default PCSX2 settings. I've done no adjusting or anything. It just works as is. I mean, it could also have something to do with your hardware. Because, well, different hardware work differently. Duh, no shit. But like, well, some hardware are better right off the get-go, some others require tweaking to actually get it to work like properly. I know. I am using my death as a resource. Because currently it's my only thing to heal, only way to heal. And my only way to get stamina. Holy shit! I did it! Yeah, I would have probably done this far faster if I had actually brought sonic bombs with me. Silly me. And even though I was unprepared and I was willing to just start getting myself killed just to get more health and stamina, I persevere. Because ultimately, Plesioth is not a difficult fight. It has an annoying hitbox that doesn't align properly. And it wastes your time by just sitting in the water for half the whole thing. But other than that, it's not really that difficult. By the way, ads coming, so small break. I mean, actually, they come in at a decent spot. We just finished this. $2,300. Oh, so sometimes being stubborn really helps. But yeah, be right back. Right, back we are. Take it. What else do you want? Fuck it, why not? I can just buy those. Go on the Gendrome. I mean, I could. So what is the next urgent upgrade quest? Should also be making gunpowder so that I can actually make flash bombs. Like, there's constantly some little thing that needs doing. Sometimes it's just fun to do that. Other times, you just want to do the stuff and not deal with all this fiddly business. Now, what am I even looking for currently? Well done, me. Wait, what do I want? Oh yeah, sonic bombs. Because fuck it, we might as well do it again. This time with a bit more preparation. Because it's night. It's a great time to try to do it. Because it still has only a single place it can go. Assuming I still have Elysius there. Yeah. Actually, damn it. Yeah, I need to cancel that. Get something to eat. Mixed beans and heart attack. I think it should be possible to just hunt cuckoos. Yeah. There's no key quest, but I think you start receiving less. No, I think that's actually a later game thing. I think it might have been a G thing, actually. Yeah, I think it's G. 1G, where, if the hunt's star rating is less than, or like 2 below yours, then you get less. I don't think there is any reduction in this, though. But yeah, you could probably do the cuckoos until the chickens come to roost, so to speak. If you're in luck, on some days there's the guild event where you're supposed to hunt 6 cuckoos. It actually gives you 900 hunter points, which is pretty good. Also, it gives you like 10 grand when you do it with 3 other players. So if you did it alone, you would probably get like 40k. But yeah, 6. And they come out 2 at a time. Well, the first ones come out 2 at a time. Then, depending on how long it takes you to kill them both, you could be fighting one, and then another one will appear later. I'm not sure either of us can actually join. Because, I'm rank 13, I think? Six Katkus of the Apocalypse. Truly the end of the world. Katku. There are no urgents in online, actually. You have hunting exams. Hunting exams are essentially you do 4 quests, each increasing in difficulty, and then you unlock the next 10 ranks that you can get. And in the hunting exams, you need to do all the tasks that are given. I think the first one was like, hunt a Kutku and then hunt like 8 Velociprey and 5 Vespoids or something like that. Yeah, the tests are actually... They act like urgents, essentially. You can keep accumulating rank points. You can just do it whenever you want to, but your rank can not go over 10 if you don't actually, you know, do the exams. But you really should do the exams because a bunch of hunts are always unlocked by doing the exams. Like, you cannot actually post a Rathian quest, for instance, unless you do the first exam, or first 4 exams, as in you complete the rank 10 thing. Yeah, I think I've seen the same video. I actually tried to see how it works. Of course I get paralyzed. But yeah, like the old school Discord should have more info on how it works. Like, people have generally asked a lot of these questions and I just go and search for them. And maybe I get an answer, maybe I don't. And sometimes they have like a properly structured guide or whatever. You guys are really pissing in my cereal. But yeah, DOS essentially has ranking exams on 10, 20, 30, and then I think there's one on 40, and the final one is on 60. I seem to recall that it's something like that. Every single hit I've gotten from these assholes, it is always paralyzed. I'm just having the most terrible luck. The good thing about the exams is that you don't have to do them alone. You can just get a group of people. And usually people want to do those together because you get cooperation tickets for participating in the exam. Obviously you too get the participation tickets, but I had like a couple of fairly high hunter rank guys just pop in once they noticed that there was a level 10. And I was like, oh shit, can I join? And I think it was like hunter rank 150 or something like that. And yeah, then they kind of carried me through the thing. Because I think that's the only way you can get those tickets. By doing or joining an exam. So it encourages people to actually help you do it, which is very neat. Honestly, against Plesioth, I think the poison sword and shield might be a lot better. Because, you know, it still takes poison damage even if it's in the water. It dying in the water would be a massive pain in the ass, though. Then again, I think you cannot kill a monster with poison. You have to do actual raw damage. For the last, literal last hit point. That's how it is in World, at least. Like, I saw a guy do a deathless run of base game World, and the way they fought Xenojiva was they just poisoned it. They specced into poison really hard. And then they just went in and poisoned it with throwing knives. And they literally waited for like 10 minutes or something like that. Just waiting for the poison to do the ticks. But the last hit had to be physical damage. Yeah, it's really amazing, like, what people come up with when they do challenge runs. I personally don't have the patience to start doing challenge runs. They take long and they take so much practice that honestly I would just like to move on to doing something else instead. Like that's why I have massive respect for speedrunners and whatnot. They spend literal hundreds of hours trying to do one thing. Perfecting the way they do it. It's absolutely admirable because I could never bother doing that. And this one's already going a lot better than the one before. Should probably drop the game audio in a bit. It's loud enough that it's a bit difficult to actually hear myself think. Drop it a little bit. It should be okay. Oh, come on. Stop it. Cease. Nah, he was all too deep. Now get out of the water. Thank you. Don't go into an area that pushes me into a separate zone, please. Sometimes, when you think the hip check is going to hit, it just doesn't. And other times, when you think it shouldn't, it absolutely does. That's Plesioth and, well, all these fucking Carapacians, not Carapacians, the water wyverns in general. All the hitboxes are fucking messed up. Going back to Kotku, like the main reason why you wouldn't want to do Kotku is because you only get like, I don't know, it's like, ah damn it, I was facing the wrong way. Womp. It's because Kotku gives like, I think like 320 points. And that's fairly quickly outclassed by other monsters and hunts. Like Basarios, which is... it's just silly. Basarios is still the same kind of Basarios as he was in 1. Not really a threat. You just hit him in the tum-tum for 15 minutes and he dies. And one of the sub-quests for Basarius is to destroy his stomach, which you practically always will get. So that's another extra amount of hunter points. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, I've never played a stories game, personally. But based on what I've heard, I think I should. Because it sounds fun. Come on, man. Don't be like that. Killing on the Kotkus kind of makes me think of that one guy in World of Warcraft who played a pacifist run. Basically just never left the first zone and kept just gathering herbs. And that's how he got to max level multiple times. That's the worst fucking possible place you could have paralyzed me at. Fucking Christ. Like, this is one of the biggest fucking negatives of 1 and 2. The small monsters. Some people think that it's a great thing that they are such a pain in the ass. I want whatever they're smoking. Because there is nothing fun about this. Especially when so many bosses, difficulty doesn't necessarily come from the boss as much as it comes from like the 10 fucking enemies that just trip you up. And like, the small monsters actually make some weapons very difficult to use. Lances. You try to block something, but some asshole nibbles you just a little bit from behind. You drop your guard, you get hit by a big ass attack. Because fuck you, I guess. Also, like, my biggest gripe with the small monsters is, aside from them being a pain in the ass, intentionally, it's that some of them are way too durable and do way too much damage for what they're supposed to be. Like the small congas. They do far more damage than they should, and they take far more damage to kill than they really should. Yeah, they have way too much health. It's ridiculous. Another thing that's, I think, just as bad as the congas is the crabs, hermitors. They are also really tanky, and they can wombo combo you easily. Yes, Chungus. Chungus Funny Monkey. Yeah, the village ones are fine. But, like, everything in town is really overtuned. Like, well, since you are rank 4, I suppose you haven't seen a Kezu in DOS yet? Because holy shit, Kezu is way too overtuned. It's ridiculous. Like the small little fucking tail that it has. If it does the tail, if the tail hits you with, like, I don't know, like 100 defense, it takes 90% of your health. You get touched by the fucking little tail. And you can die. Instantly. Obviously the electricity will fucking kill you. It was the same in 1. If you got caught by his electricity when you were in front of him, you just die. Period. No chance whatsoever. I think in general it has been a common complaint about Monster Hunter DOS that enemies are really overtuned in health and damage, especially in town. There's a reason why they upped all weapon damage in the PSP game. Which one was it? Freedom United. They significantly increased weapon damage and dropped enemy health, which made it reasonable. Which just sounds nuts. Ah, fuck. I goofed. Of course you jump out when I'm on the opposite side. And now you're gonna jump back. Nope. Yeah, like, I get almost one-shot by the Kezu tail attack with the current armor that I have. Also Rathian. Rathian was made a little bit better between 1 and 2. Not by much though. Okay, that took like 15 minutes less. Rathian still does those really annoying insta-charges. Like practically no warning. It's really annoying. And the rush does... The charge does so much damage. It does way more damage than it has any right to do. Yeah, not having a charge on Greatsword was just absolutely criminal. In first gen, because I was playing the Japanese version where the lance was still at its most broken point, I really just started using lance. It stun locked very easily. It did either blunt or cutting damage, depending on which is higher. Oh hey, I found the smallest size. Woo! I still plan to go back to 1 because I'm just about to reach high rank in online. I think I left it at 12. So I would have like Lao Shan Lung as my urgent. And I also have like one of the best lances until Fatalis lance, I think. Well, I haven't actually finished it. It's the Ruststone spear, the lance Undertaker. Is it just me, or is it more lively out here now that you help completing all these village requests? Hey, let me support you too. Thanks. Meteorites. Thanks to your work, the bilge is looking great. Though that it's on the bottom, I can show it off from here. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to holla. Ha ha ha. He would still like the Gendrome hunt. He would still like this snake salmon. There's a common joke in Finland about dragons. Dragon in Finnish is lohikäärme. There's 2 words. Salmon and snake. So sometimes we just call them salmon snakes in English. And this guy wants snake salmon. That just kind of tickles my Finnish sensibilities. Still nothing. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how the village is supposed to actually function. Like the upgrades for it. Buy all the nature shrooms. Do I want to put 14 grand on Screamer Sacks? Probably not. Like, I can put like 3,000 on it. Monster bonus. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of these because I feel like I'm always out of Monster Hunter Monster bonus, not Monster Hunter bonus, which is silly. Psycho Serum, always have. Should always have it. Ladies BBQ spit. Herbal medicine. Always should have that for online play. Or was this not the AoE one? I'm not sure. Hmm. No one has any other agents? I mean, I guess not. Balagonga. One monster that I really don't like in this is Daimyo Hermitar. It does so much damage with fucking everything. It's ridiculous. Like, even when it starts to do the water spray attack, just his claws moving out of the way of his mouth, that does just as much damage as the water spray itself if you get hit by it. Which is which is really annoying. Good god. Like, in one, I thought that Gypsaros was my most hated thing. After Gypsaros, I very quickly noticed that it's not Gypsaros. It's not even Cephadrome. Cephadrome is reasonable once you actually have, like, sonic bombs. No! It's Rathian and Rathalos. Thankfully they fixed that for 3rd generation. Because I started with Portable 3rd. I probably would have lost my shit if the hitboxes were like that. Kongalala. Oh boy. You know what's annoying about Blagonga? It has a move where it actually just summons more little monkeys. Absolutely infuriating. Should I do Kongalala? I mean, fuck it, why not? Though I really would like to get some monster fluid. Unfortunately, there aren't, like, bug hunting quests specifically, because those were great for this. The question is, can you loot in this? I mean, yes, you obviously can, because you can get monster fluid. So, I guess I answered my own need here. Yeah. A manly barbecue spit. I mean, I could do this. I have a couple of poison bombs, so should be fine. One thing that I often do is I go to town to get potions. Because I'm too lazy to... Oh boy. Why aren't you given any pants? Capcom, what the fuck? Ah, I can choose, right. And all of these give poison damage, which is nice. $125% point bonus. And I mean, Spear is actually kind of okay against them. Huh. Yeah, I cannot faint once. Actually, I think this might be the best option. Maybe. I mean, if I can get the poison to proc on the first hit. Maybe. Oh yeah, actually, what the reason why I was actually wondering about the lootability of items was because in the exams you cannot loot anything or any monsters. You cannot carve them. I don't think Vespoid Queen is actually in DOS. I seem to recall that King Shakalaka is actually in DOS. If I'm not entirely mistaken. Which is like the silliest boss you could have. Well, while I'm here... Oh yeah, training has different loot. And some spots in training would have some really good items to get. I'm just not sure if you can actually take items out of the quests. Like loot in general. I really hope you can. And there comes the third pig. Still more pigs. I might do it. Too much damage on this. Fuck you, pig! Oh yeah, the charge does way less damage than in one. Okay, Webspoids, where are you? Oh yeah, there's a couple. Might be able to bait enough of them into a single poison bomb to make it worthwhile. Come on, no bugs. The more the merrier. Come on, guys. Clump up, for the love of God. Fuck it. Oh, it actually reached higher up than I thought. And the one hit that they actually hit. Don't be like that. Like, the fucking AI of the Vespoids is so frustrating. They're intentionally made to attack you when you're at your weakest. As in, looting. I'm wondering if I should turn in the fluids, or... Or if I should just take them out with me? If I even can. That's what bothers me. I'm not sure if I can take these out or not. Or if they're just part of the equipment and you cannot take them out. In that case, it might be the smartest to actually just turn them in. And I probably would get... them as a reward. As a quest reward if I turn them in. I needed 8. Trying to aggro as many of them as I can. I want at least 2 of you around. Thank you. Royal Rhino, fuck you, quest. Sonic Bomb. The game really doesn't want for me to actually get them, does it? Let me heal a bit. Oh, a point penalty. That's actually kind of neat. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, you go out. Get out of here. Yeah, I really don't care about the points. Would definitely need a weapon that does way less damage. mean, one thing to do would be to just dull the blade intentionally so that I start bouncing off of Vespoids. Because at that point, the weapon doesn't really do much damage at all. But the poison is fine. You guys are incredibly annoying. What the fuck? Yeah, it's definitely not worth it. Or maybe it is, actually, now that I think about it. It's much easier to get the fluid out of these fuckers. Since they take a bit more to actually kill. Also, they don't fly away. Though they do. This annoying jumpy shit. Come on, man. Fuck's sake. That was just really dumb. Now the question is honestly, can I get monster fluids from all monsters? Since, well, everyone drops whatever they feel like dropping. Be that sonic bombs or flash bombs or, you know. Okay, that's 6 monster fluids. I would need 2 more. Do I get the monster? No? I get a net. What else do I get? A mystery bone. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. There, enjoy your poison. I still have 14 vest points to kill. That's not great. Really taking my time with this one. Come on. Monster fluid. Let's go. I guess it's just given up on life. Oh, never mind. At the very last moment. Fucker, you're not playing Hogger with me. Not Hogger, Frogger. Now I'm imagining a Frogger game, but with Hogger. How silly. Feel free to fall down anytime now. Fall over. Dying mid-jump. Alright, I can actually turn those in. It probably would have been mentioned in the dojo rules. Whether or not you actually get to take items out. By Readings for Nerds. Poison! Okay, curious. So what do I get out of mining stuff? Ah, points. Also smoke bombs. Okay, yeah, sneak. Because it actively encourages you to actually do the side quests so that you get more ways to actually do your main quest. Yeah, the sense of community in DOS is really great. People are really helpful. They are... Well, it was the same in 1, honestly, as well. I suppose it goes to show that, you know, small communities tend to be very... very welcoming to new players and all that. I mean, if they're really small, usually, but it kind of tends to go that so that larger communities, larger niche communities tend to be more gatekeepy because, you know, they're not desperate for members. And they actually just like to keep their system closed. But I haven't felt anything like that in here, in Monster Hunter games. True. Yeah, shared trauma. Are they all going to be here? Because if they were in 10, I'd be fucked. Because I cannot go there. Sup, cat? You chose violence. The cat chose violence, I say. What the hell? Some indiscriminate fire. Some indiscriminate bombing going there. Okay, where the hell are the Vespoids? I'm getting seriously concerned. Where the fuck are the Vespoids? Okay. Here, it seems. Wow. Okay, sure. And these are the big types. Oh, come on. Monster fluid. Fuck. But didn't mean to discard it, but fuck it. Monster fluid. I probably should have just replaced the map. Because I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. It's just very satisfying. Not many more now. Yeah, just 2. I'm not gonna get too many points. I've used all of my healing. I've taken my sweet ass time. Okay, these bigger ones I can actually poke at and they won't die instantly. One thing from first and second generation that I think is really neat is that all monsters, be they small or large, they vary in size. Oh well. They started from this one at least, like, officially. Well, tracking big monster sizes, but in first one there was still variability in size. And it still gave, like, more health. I just like that. It's a neat little thing. And actually advantageous. It was kind of funny. There were like massive bouldromes in the first one. And it was basically like a proto-bouldrome because they were so massive. And even in this one, there are... they're bigger. Some of them are bigger than the actual bouldrome. I probably don't get anything home. I still got like 300,007 points. Oh, you get minus for felines. Oh. Ah, shit. Yeah, it sells the rest of the stuff. What a shame. Because I could have really done with some monster juice. Well, now I know how it works. Ah, welcome to the warm season. You will never go to the desert. Never ever again. Well, until next season. I think you need like 10 of these to make a black belt weapon of the type. Yeah. Let's have a break since ads are forcing themselves in. I will be back. Go fetch something to drink or something. Be right back. Here we are. Well, we have white belt coins. They're certainly needed for something. As we know, As we both know now, the forge is 2 stories tall. Why was it made like this? I don't know. But it is a lot of running every day for me. Some of the helpers have asked about apprenticeships here, but I don't think we have the space. If I had it my way, our forge would be just as busy as the tavern over there. But we don't have enough help for it. Yet. I've asked the chief about it, and you know how he is. He immediately said he would help. Full of energy, that man. That brings me to you. I've got a special hammer design planned for a new apprentice, but the materials are tricky to come by. Could you help my future apprentice? Of course, there's still some planning to do, so don't push yourself. Keep making quality gear. To keep making quality gear, we'll need quality tools. Your help is very much appreciated. What do you want? Done. How about that? Thanks much, dear. New weapons and armor. Fancy. It's honestly a shame that bows aren't very good. Not in this game. Ooh. Dark metal boots. Silver metal boots. Oh yeah, this actually gives torso up, as in it just boosts the torso. It doubles the effects, which is actually really neat. Still wouldn't be enough. Ah, damn it! I went and bought it. Fuck. Fuck it, I'm gonna live with my choices and just sell it for a pittance. Or I'm just gonna hold on to them. I'm gonna find a use for them eventually. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's just say that it was 100% planned. Okay? All according to plan. Now I have to sell shit. Actually, me. To recoup my losses. I mean, I can grind Velociplay stuff so fast I might just well sell all of it. No, Kelby hides and Kelby horns. No. Those stay. Well, that was stupid. Yeah, that's fine. Just a slight little goof. There wouldn't be bugs there, would there? You want the green, please, yes. Do I have to? Shit. I'd rather not fight Ecclesias already. Again. Okay, there should be Vespoids here. Sufficiently. I am very good at this game. I remember my buttons and everything. Good God. I'm flabbergasted by my own ability to fuck things up. See, these are really weak. In village. You would need to beat those things up for another... well, at least twice as long. But even that's like, being generous. Thankfully, this is a paralyzed weapon, and usually after 2, 3, or 4 hits, they get paralyzed, so you get the free hits in. Which is probably the only reason why it's tolerable. No more bugs? Really? Just this one? There gotta be more. This room? There's 2. Eh. There would be more in this room. Yes? No? Perhaps? Oh yes, a lot more bugs. Excellent. Even a horny bug. Okay, at least one went into it, thanks. No, not that. Fucking goof. I mean, Vespoid wings, they don't go to waste. And carapaces and all that. You can make transporter armor from those. Seriously, no? What? Really? Are you gonna be like that? You're gonna deny it? From me? Very rude. Dudes, I just need 3 monster fluid. Please. I beg. Please stay close enough so that both of you can get hit. Of course the other one decided to fuck off. And that one got one shot. Come on guys, give me more. Give me monster fluids. Give me your fluids now. Please. Okay, it seems like there's 2 persistent spawns in this room. Oh, well, it makes it seem that way anyway. Hey, stupid! This way! I mean... sick. Still manages to miss. You're afraid to die. Any moment now. Dude. Flop over. Oh. The poison ran out. Really? Still no? Okay, I need 1 so that I can make the stupid sword and shield that has poison. Okay? That's all I need it for. I would like more, but I think a reliable poison weapon would be better than, you know, making poison bombs. And practically the only place you can get poison bomb materials is the swamp at night. It's actually not too bad. I did the farming and I got like 6 toadstools and 7 deadly toadstools, which are supposed to be more rare. But I got more of them than the normal ones that you can use for, you know, crafting the poison bombs. And the hermits are just walking it off like nobody's business. Didn't even get poisoned. I can respect that. He just didn't care enough to get poisoned. Also, apparently you cannot craft paintballs at all in this. Apparently you cannot buy them either, so all you ever get them from are quests, and that's it. Which seems like a really odd design decision. Actually, I could just exit via the sub quest. And these pigs think they're hot shit. Stop! Oh my fucking god! You're a fucking menace. Yesterday when I was playing online, there's this one guy who really wanted to play the guild event against Gian Garuga. He kept insisting on it when he's like the only one above Hunter rank 17 or whatever. And then when people join, he just does nothing for a long ass while. People ask go. He says no. 100% fail. So why do you even post a fucking quest? Yep, it is. And it is a 4-star monster. Oh, he just leaves. Dick. And the dude kept asking to do it. Even though everyone in the lobby knew that he would just not go anyway. So they just didn't go to his quest. And then he just started going to he came with the rest of us to do stuff that we can actually do. I mean, I understand that he really wants to get Yangaruga. The armor is sweet and all that. All the items, very good. But he knows perfectly well that we cannot make it. He kept still suggesting it. Even though ultimately it was him who said that we would fail. It was paradoxical and just baffling. So we did Blagango instead. For which he joined as well. Then a couple of higher HR guys just joined in. They didn't care to do Yangaruga either. They would rather do whatever as other low levels wanted to do. I hope that he got his Yangaruga run. whoever the sadistic fuck was that actually decided that Bullfango was a great creature to add into the game. I'm dead. Thanks, pig. Pig saved the day. And then another pig just runs into the blade. Get fucked! No nesting for you. Well, since I did the Vespoid thing, I should get Vespoid parts. If I'm lucky, I get monster fluid as well. These Kutku in-screen sounds, like, they always look like he realizes that he just fucked up. It's great. I think abdomen's rare. Yes, of course we save. Oh hey, they actually got the upgrade through. Whoa! Granny got some big strong boys. So what do you want? Antidote flute and a smoke bomb. And I should be able to craft those with whatever I already have. Yo! I'm a new apprentice who's started working at this here workshop. I'll be in charge of selling weapons and armor as well as running the ammo store. Ridge store. Though I wish I had more time to practice the forge and practice my skills there too. Either way, I'll train hard and become a first-class smith. Thanks for your support of the flagship. Here's what we've got for sale. Thank you for take your time and look around. Words. This is the ammo side of the things. Yeah, now they sell all the ammo. Not all, but a lot of the ammo. Spicy grub and pork cracker. Huh. Depends on the season, I suppose. Breeding season, it's health and damage. In winter, it's negative health, negative stamina, and the damage. And let's see, summer. Summer is also good for spicy grub and pork cracker. It gives the 20 health, 50 stamina, 3 attack. Not bad at all. Seasonal meals. Neat as an idea, a bit of a pain in the ass in practice. Yeah, these bond tickets you get from doing the exam quests. I'm not actually sure what you use them for. But if higher hunter rank people from, you know, high rank want to do it, then I would suppose that it has a decently useful point to it. Green Precious. I've seen a lot of hunters in my time at the workshop, but it's rare to see one as good looking as you. Strut your stuff, dear. Thanks. Oh, you. Frost Edge. A Kezu Horn. You know, one thing I really like actually playing a hunting horn. In the later games, at least. Where the, it's easier to put it in mid-combat than in this. Because it's a long-ass process to do even one song. Then you need to swing your weapon to turn to a different note. So basically knocking down everyone around you. Which is why you should be on the other side of the zone. Oh yeah, I have the rust rod. I think I want to save scum that. Because there is a method for save scumming all the rust items. So that you can get the exact one that you want. It's a lance. It would be a rust lance, yes? Yeah, it comes from rust rod. And yeah, that actually does lead to Undertaker. I'll be damned. I've gone to the volcano twice, and this came from my first time there. I lucked out, I guess. I think there's like 1% chance. I could go with Undertaker, which would be a fair bit of damage for a lance. Or I can upgrade it once after it's done and start upgrading it on the Daora line. That would obviously require for me to actually fight Daora first and get the materials, but honestly, it's significantly better than the Undertaker in this. Especially considering that the Undertaker has a negative 20 affinity. So it kind of downplays its usefulness. Lobster gun. I just love how insane some of the guns are. Yeah, that's just fucking lobster. Tank mage. Rock Eater A. Well, that certainly is a Ganusi. Queen Blaster Bow. Any bow that doesn't have power code is worse than useless. You basically have to have power code to do any reasonable damage. But this guy wants the pleasy off. I still don't have the monster fluid. I really would like it. That would be very nice. I wouldn't have accidentally gotten it at some point. No, of course not. Oh yeah, and I sold the Velocipray parts that I actually needed for it. That's not a big grind, so that's fine. Another one that I would like... Well, obviously this one would be nice, but, you know. The only way to get Electrosax is to kill a Kezu. So that's kinda out of my reach for the time being. This one... I want this. because I want to get the Sea Glinder, which would be a decent amount of damage. I need those 2 monster fluids for this. But no dice. Yeah, we definitely want to replenish bombs. It is summer season, so mixed beans and rind. Yeah, mixed beans and rice bug. Should be fine. Unfortunately, I am kind of running out. I mean, I could take ancient potions, but honestly, I don't want to waste those potions on a plesioth. That wouldn't make any sense. Oh yeah, you wanted the items. No, not you. Hush. It's the catfish man. Fuck it. We bought. We ball. I have a fairly good idea where he is. There aren't exactly many places where he could be. I'm sure. Can you actually go there? No. Fuck off. Now that I think about it, is there actually what words? What would a green please just be? Oh, right there. In fact. You can fuck off. Okay, that was funny. Absolutely hilarious. It just fucking floated to the surface. And I missed that. Really? Okay, this is gonna be terrible, I think. Yeah. This guy is so much fucking faster too. I mean, it doesn't help that he's enraged. He is very green. And since he is a subspecies, he should have more health than a regular one. Yep, this is more like a Plesioth that I remember. I really should farm bomb materials. Not like bomb, gunpowder materials. So I can make flash bombs, because flash bombs might actually help a bit. So if you sonic bomb him out, he is going to be enraged, which is not exactly great. He moved on over to number 4. Yep. You're just gonna be sitting there. Damn fish. Being a gunner would be very nice at this moment in time. Oh hey, he finally noticed. Senpai has noticed me. See how well this goes. Yeah, he does so much less damage when he's not enraged. Funny. So basically, I don't want him enraged. So I guess I just have to wait for his bullshit. Oh, fuck off. Now did he get to the neighboring zone? Fine. Piss off grab. Like, look at this shit. It's so annoying. And yeah, this is clearly a larger variant because it took far more hits to actually kill it. Wow, I missed almost all of the hits. Well done me. Come on, jump out of the water. Come on. Come here. I once again left my meat in the box. Thankfully they cut down on stuff like this in the later games, when half the fight isn't just waiting for your enemy to come to you. Like first gen Rathalos. I haven't actually fought a Rathalos in this gen, so I wouldn't know. But the first gen Rathalos, the fucking thing just wouldn't come down, and when it came down, it doesn't do a quick bomb rush, and then it just went and flew again for another minute. Just wasting your time, you know, casually. If you couldn't get it stun locked, it would waste like 15 minutes of the entire fucking hunt. Just by flying around. At least Plesioth, it can be fished out of the water, it can be sonic bombed out of the water, but He is angry. Let's see if I can actually manage this, or if I need to abandon. Now he's gonna be enraged on land. It's not gonna be great. I'm not confident enough with the moveset that I can confidently just stick to it at all times. That probably should have hit me. That no. Because I actually faced the correct direction for once. The main benefit of fighting a raged monster is that it takes more damage. For such a big target, it's annoyingly difficult to hit. We're doing well. We're doing okay. We're doing passably. We might survive. Confidence dropping in seconds. You're really gonna do this to me? What are you even doing? What a silly fella. Come on. Shore up. So we'll go and have a nap. And bats decided to pop up too. Eh. What a bother. Hmm. Would you jump on the lamps? Please? Or you really decided to just fuck off to the other zone? Okay. Sure. Whatever floats your boat. Hey buddy! Hello! Look at me! Turn his gaze away from me like... Acting like a tsundere. Ah, you're enraged. Lovely. Ow. And that takes half my health. Okay. Yep, it's time for another nap. Pro strats. I just want to save my healing potions for as much as I can. I really appreciate that later on we had so many more pages of inventory. Just increasing it to 3 let you take on so much extra stuff on your hunt while also being able to get things. Like, when I was playing Portable Third, I often had normal potions, mega potions, and then I had materials to make both. Again, I had bombs, I had traps. I carried so much garbage that it wouldn't have been possible with Gen 1 and Gen 2 inventory. I feel like. Also, it took less effort to get all of that stuff, so it was more reasonable to take more of that stuff with you. When you have to work your ass off to get a couple of traps and healing potions and whatnot, it just really encourages you to not use them unless really, really necessary. I mean, realistically, if the whole thing was being realistic, well, it would be realistic because important things take a lot of effort to make. You have to do a lot of preparation and whatnot. But that's not the kind of fun realism, though. Come on. I know you want to jump. No. I guess not. Loving this stamina situation. How delightful. Get fucked. Gonna try something out. Okay, now if I re-enter the area. What will you do? Yeah, that's a start. Now do you land? Or do you just fuck around? Fuck around it is. This is why it was nice that in the desert, lizards could only stay in one place. Yeah, sure, it's not very far or anything, but it's just rather silly. Ow. Well, you're angry anyway, so why not just... No, 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 no. He came back. Welcome back. Spinning? No? That's fine too. Cool. Yeah. What are you doing next? You're doing the same thing! Wow! Fuck. Fuck it. Last life. Just go turbo aggressive and see what happens. Well, as aggressive as I can be with the stamina. I just want the thing dead. Oh, you still go to the next zone over. Fuck you. That's just disrespectful as hell. Get out. Well, fuck it. We may or may not be able to do this. What would the side quest even be? Oh yeah, there's none. That's right. Subspecies don't get sub-objectives, I think. Well, whatever happens, I can say that I tried. Jump out. Fucking missed everything. it started the animation any later, I would already be dead. Like the alternatives are either you let it waste your time, or you get it out of the water, and it's enraged automatically. I would expect that this would be hell to play with others. That is a bold claim. But if I can manage that, then it would mean that I should be able to handle anything in Freedom Unite. Yeah. I suppose they all are kind of difficult for different reasons. To an extent. Wait, its fin is down. That means that it's capturable. So it shouldn't have much more health left. Oh, you fucker, just get out of the water. I threw a sonic bam, bam. I threw a sonic bam at you already. What is the capture threshold anyway? Is it like 25% health left? Stupid fucking fish, get out of there! Why am I even using sonic bombs if they're not even guaranteed to work? Christ. So annoying. Get out of the water! Are you fucking serious? now it even doesn't even want to get out of the water. This is getting stupid. The only thing to make this whole fight reasonable, and it doesn't even work, just because it decided that, nah, no, I decided that I won't work today. One problem with the older games: inconsistency. Especially with flash bombs, because Jesus Christ, you have to hit that right under their nose, like right straight in front of their face. Otherwise it has zero effect. I have thrown so many flash bombs when fighting a Rathian and a Rathalos. And like half of them don't do anything. Get out of the water, you fucking... Of course, this is when you get out. After you get a hit on me. You're so goddamn low. Stop resisting, please. I want this dub. I want to end the stream on a high note. Please? Please get out of the water. That can't be too much to ask, can it? Now. That could have easily killed me. And I died to that. Oh well. That was just me being careless. I really shouldn't have been hit by the stupid little bite. That's just embarrassing. Oh well. Okay, now I at least know that it will rage if you bomb it out of the water. That was my first death, not knowing that. Oh, hey, new things. Ooh. We finally get something to do with the mine. Fancy. I guess my failure wasn't all for nothing. Village Snoop. Behind me is the remains of an old mine. I've heard that coal was mined from here back in the day, but it's long deserted now. There are rumors a great treasure is buried inside. You're interested too, huh? Actually, there's a mining expert holed up in there right now. For whatever reason, supposedly the bedrock here is unlike anything else, and they seemed really enthusiastic about mining it. But, and here's the only trouble, he doesn't have any pickaxes. Look, this guy is serious about digging. I'm sure he'd do great work if you gave him a pickaxe. Think about it. We can unravel the mysteries that lie within, and he gets to dig to his heart's content. It's a win-win. Sounds good, right? Yeah, I mean, suppose. Fellow mining enthusiast. Ah, that's no good. My pickaxe, I don't have a pickaxe. I'm just a man who's traveled the world digging up all kinds of rocks and ore. But I heard that this village has the most amazing bedrock. During my travels, I was attacked by a group of black cats who stole my pickaxe. That's racist. I can't believe it. My pickaxe. A life with no pickaxe and no sight of bedrock. Hey, do you have a pickaxe? Yes. Whoa, you're serious? You give me a pickaxe? Alright, let's get right to digging. I mean, he's really into it. Hey, I'm digging here. Sure, buddy. Sure. Yeah, I think that is a good spot to actually call it. Sure, we didn't get the win in the end, but we did a decent bit of progress regardless. And well, Green Places is not exactly a easy fight, so I am willing to give myself a pat on the back for getting it low enough for capture. Because that's how, from what I heard, if Plesiot's back fin actually like goes down, it means that it's low enough for capture. So it should have been fairly low health. I did good. Pat on the back. I'm great. Woo. Yeah, that is it for tonight. I think I'll have another stream tomorrow at around the same time, starting around 7 or 8 my time. There's a GMT plus 3. But yeah, my usual time anyway. Then I'm not entirely sure about the rest of the week. I know that we are still going to be doing oh well, we should be doing Pathfinder 2nd Edition on 25th on stream, of course. And yeah, I'll try to get a couple of Monster Hunter streams on for next week, but tomorrow is at least a guarantee. Regardless, that's enough rambling. I hope you enjoyed, had fun watching me struggle against various Plesiots, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.